So anyways, we're here with Anna Castillo, and she is a 5-year breast cancer survivor. She is a mom of 2 beautiful children, and right now she has a controversy going on with Facebook. They won't allow her to post her picture because she is topless, she has jeans on, but she's covered by a banner, a pink banner, breast cancer banner that has hope on it, which is ridiculous because there's so many girls on Facebook that are in bikinis or barely even a bikini. So Anna, let's hear a little bit of your story.
Okay, well, I was diagnosed with breast cancer 5 years ago. I was in my 8th month of pregnancy with my son, and within a 1-week period, I received the diagnosis. I had to have a C-section, and then a couple of days later, I had a mastectomy. And so I was in and out of the hospital for quite a bit. And during that time, you start to lose hope because your body has been through numerous surgeries, treatments, you've been bombarded with needles, and you start to wonder if you're ever going to feel normal again and if you're ever going to look beautiful again. So what I decided to do with my picture was do something creative and show other survivors and people who are going through breast cancer that yes, they can come out of this strong and beautiful. And so I put this idea together for my picture, and that symbolizes the ability to overcome a battle with strength, beauty, and courage. And basically that's all it is. And so I put it up on Facebook in an effort to raise awareness and raise money for my walk. And for 3 times now, Facebook has shut it down. Facebook administrators think that it's inappropriate and it's not something that children should be seeing. And yet you see these other pictures of women on Facebook, and they're very provocative and promiscuous, and women and men promoting their sexuality. All I'm trying to do is just send a message to say, hey, breast cancer survivors can be beautiful.
That's great. And so you said that you have 2 children. How has this impacted your children?
Well, I was pregnant when I had my son. When I was diagnosed with cancer with my son, I was pregnant with him. So he really doesn't capture, what's been going on or what happened to me, but what happened to me. But my daughter, who was 10 at the time, it's made her very mature. It made her do things that a normal 10-year-old wouldn't normally do. She would help me get up out of bed, after, my treatments, and she would, fix lunch for me, and she was there talking to me and reading me stories. So it made her grow up in a very, short amount of time.
Well, if you guys want to help support Anna, you can go to her Facebook website or Susan G. Komen. You can make donations to her.
To the 3day.org. I do the 60-mile walk every year, and I'm still raising funds. I raise money every year, and if you want to keep posted on my progress and how I'm doing and all that, just go ahead and log on to Facebook or the 3day.org.
So I've never participated in a breast cancer walk or an event having to deal with breast cancer. Can you tell me a little bit about what happens, what goes into it, if kids are allowed? Because I have 4 kids, so I'm always thinking about bringing the kids.
Yes, no, well, the 3-day walk, it's a little bit tougher than a race or, a 5-mile walk, because you're going to be walking 60 miles over a course of 3 days. And what you have to do is you have to register, and you have to be 18 in order to walk. There's about 3,500 participants at the beginning of the walk, and after the first day, we cover about 23 miles or so. Many people, drop like flies because they're not prepared to do the walk. The cost for the walk is $2,300, and all that goes towards, screenings and mammograms and all that. So it's a very good cause, and there's a lot of training involved. But it's very fun. You walk with different groups of women from all walks of life, and so you hear different stories every day, and you just make so many friendships along the way, and friendships that you keep for a lifetime.
What's the route that you guys take?
The route is never the same. We start off in the East Valley and work our way around the valley and end up in different places. So
and I'm always thinking about, overnight staying. Where do you?
We camp out. We have a campground.
Where are you guys staying
Our 4 seasons consist of tents that we have to set up, and we have a campground in which we spend the night, for those nights, and it's a lot of fun. We do a lot of stuff at night, like the campfire things and the barbecues and all that. So it's a lot of fun. We share stories. We go on stage to keep each other entertained and do performances. So it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of bonding going on during the 3-day walk.
And can your families, do your families come see you? Like
Our
your
family
kids?
can see us. Yes, we have cheering stations.
Okay.
So, when you're doing these kind of things, you feel like a celebrity because
Right.
you have people, screaming out your name, doing the pom-pom things, doing
Right.
dances for you. And it's a lot of fun, wanting to take pictures with you, shaking your hand. So
Yeah.
you get to feel like a celebrity for 3 days. And
That's
it's a lot
cool.
of fun. It's a
That's
lot of
good.
fun. Yes, and even if you're not a breast cancer survivor, you can also walk.
You can? Okay.
Yes, and
That's
you
good
never
to know.
know, when breast cancer is going to affect you or your family.
Right.
Here I was, 30 years old. I
Right.
didn't have a history of breast cancer in my family, and I was pregnant. I mean,
Wow.
what are the odds?
Yeah.
You usually think that breast cancer is going to affect
Right.
somebody in their 60s or 70s,
Exactly.
but it can happen to anybody.
Right. And
It happened to me.
I never knew that you could be diagnosed when you are pregnant. I would never, when I'm pregnant, I don't think to do breast exams, 'cause
Well,
I'm
no, and I
just-
wouldn't have done an exam otherwise if I hadn't been pregnant.
Right.
When I first discovered the lump, my OB ruled it out as a plugged milk duct because that's
Okay.
very common in
Right.
pregnancies.
Right.
Well, I wasn't happy with that diagnosis,
Wow.
so I was persistent and I asked for ultrasounds.
Right.
Well, 3 weeks later, the lump grew from the size of a peanut to the size of a plum.
Wow.
Therefore, I had to have a radical mastectomy.
Wow.
Yes.
So there you have it, Roy. We've turned something negative into something positive. If you want more information about Anna, just go to her Facebook account or log on to the Susan G. Komen website.